right now.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But you feel that this is the epicenter, don't you?
Well, I wanted to build it to give people a real stand-up home. I mean, we already had shows that we're doing at the Creek and the Cave and the Vulcan pretty much every week. But I wanted to do something where it was like really designed to, first of all, to foster new talent. So we have 2 open mic nights, 2 nights. And then we have, after the open mic nights, the door guys. All the people that work there, guys and gals, they all audition. So they're all stand-ups. And so all those people are very talented. And so they get like real stage time in front of packed crowds.
That's what the Comedy Store used to be.
Yes. Well, that's what we're trying to do. And we're trying to do it in a way where, everybody gets paid. There's plenty of money going around. It's a really warm, welcoming environment. There's plenty of fun. There's a lot of really great comics you could watch. You might walk in there and boom, Rich Voss is on stage. You walk in there, Shane Gillis is on stage.
Yeah, Bill Burr dropped into the amateur.
Bill Burr is on stage.
The open mic the other night?
Yeah, he did 2 nights in a row.
Yeah.
You see Dave Chappelle shows up. I mean, it's like, that's what I wanted. And the fact that it happened so quickly and it worked out so well. So it's like, it took a long time to design, a long time to build, but we did it the right way. And this guy, Richard Weiss, who's the architect and the designer, he's the fucking man. And he put it together. I'll have him on one of these days to talk about it because it's really interesting. He knows a lot about Austin history. So in the green room, all the posters around the green room, those are all from people that actually performed at the Ritz. Because it used to be a punk rock club. So it was like Butthole Surfers and the Misfits and shit. All these,
that's
like,
the club that's
posters.
now the...
Yeah. That's where the mothership is. It's the Ritz Theater.
Did you buy the building?
Yeah. It's a theater from 1927. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
It's pretty wild.
You got to be proud.
I'm very happy.
But so we were talking about these guys and these podcasts. I'm also, I'm torn because I am attached to that LA scene in as far as I enjoy doing America's Got Talent. I don't want, so there's a dichotomy between loving that kind of comedy, wanting to do that kind of comedy, and still taking a
the
check
store is
from
still
NBC.
in LA. The store's still in LA.
Right, but
it's
I'm
an
talking
amazing
about
place to
what
work
you
out.
can do on stage versus
Yes, but yeah, if you want to stay on America's Got Talent, you can't get too crazy.
No. But my leaning is that's what I watch. That's what I like. That's what I share amongst my friends. When I started out, and I was just doing like HBO specials. I did about 10 cable specials. That's what I was doing even before I got St. Elsewhere. And then I just like what network TV has. I had a great time doing Deal or No Deal. I had a great time doing AGT. I have a great time even I'm doing a podcast with my daughter. But I also love that kind of humor that you and your buddies do.
And you want to do it?
Yeah. That's my
should do it.
That's my sense of humor.
You should do it.
Yeah, but yes, I should. I have to. I just.
Thing is, if you get in trouble and they get rid of you, you'll just be selling out arenas everywhere.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at Gillis. Right.
It's not going to hurt you.
No.
No, I don't think so. I think if they're smart, they'd keep you on. I mean, you're not going to be mean. I'm
not mean.
No,
it's just
raunchy.
But I think that raunchy. I think when something's wrong, when something's dark, that's why it's funny.
Sometimes, yeah. If you can find the right formula.
But even in the most mundane jokes, like you said, these guys that write jokes. If 2 guys walk into a bar, it's not a joke unless something fucked up happens to one of them. If they just walk in, they have a drink and leave.
Right.
That's not a joke.
Right.
That's a story.
Right.
It may be a humorous story about what happened, but if it's a joke, something horrible has to happen to one of them.
Right.
Right.
And something ridiculous has to be the result.
And sometimes it's funny because it's so wrong.
Yeah.
Because you're pushing the edge. And here we are in this millennium, and that edge seems to be moving back for more of the public. And I love that you can swim in this pond, which is a huge pond now. There are more people playing arenas than ever before. Ever when I started out, nobody was playing arenas. It was a big deal when Dice did.
Yeah. Dice was the first, right?
I think before that,
Steve Martin.
Yes, Steve Martin.
Yeah.
Let's Get Small tour was the first one, and I went to see it. I've never seen a comic in an arena, and it was like fucking rock and roll. And now every second comic is in an arena.
A lot of comics are now. It's
a lot.
It's the internet presence. It's podcasts and Netflix specials and YouTube specials.
I got into podcasting not for stand up. I got into podcasting just to have a reason to sit with my daughter.
That's cool.
And talk. Yeah, it is. It's fun.
That's cool. Listen, man, you could do whatever you want.
Thank you.
But I get how you're feeling, and I get that you're attached to these things you enjoy doing.
Yeah, I do like it, but I love watching you. I'm a huge fan of what
Let's
you're
see
doing.
what happens tonight. Everybody has yonder bags, so the phones will be locked up, so you can get crazy.
They do at your club?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
I love it. So then I can do my.
You can get crazy. We'll tell everybody. Don't tell anybody.
Don't tell anybody that I said cunt. Can I say cunt?
You definitely can.
No,
yeah.
on this.
Yeah, you did.
I was.
Twice. Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, I know. And then you can't. I already signed. Just coming here it drove me crazy. You had a car pick me up, and in the back of the car was dude wipes. I asked the guy, "What's that?" It's just for your balls. What is dude wipes?
I think it's for your butt, right? It's for everything.
But just dude wipes bothered me that they're in the
seems
car.
odd
Like,
that
what
those
would
are
you
in the
do?
car.
But
like you
I'm
have
on my
a
way
shitty ass in the car, and you want to wipe it off
in the
before you
fucking
get out?
car.
That doesn't
So
make
they
any
offer me
sense.
that, and then I walk into this place, and the guy that's sitting right here says, "You got to sign this, like a release."
Yeah.
But it's not. I could hold a pen with my sleeve. It was an iPad. I had to touch.
Yeah, with the finger.
Yeah. So
Those
it's
are
like,
ridiculous.
Why don't you have like paper?
We don't want to freak anybody out with a handprint, because then you'll think we're part of the New World Order. That's what we wanted to do.
And then you have the. So I was freaked out just sitting
You can
here.
buy stuff at the supermarket now with your handprint.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Whole Foods.
Yeah, Whole Foods.
What do you
can-
mean?
Yeah, you register your handprint, and then
And?
you can pay with your handprint.
Do you
Your
like that?
No.
I'm scared.
I'm terrified. Did
you-
you see the shit that Elon Musk was saying that the head of Google wants to do? He wants to create a digital god, and then Elon was worried about the death of the species, and he called them of death of humans rather, and he called Elon a speciesist.
Like a
You see that
racist
video?
for
I
an
was
entire.
watching
I
it.
didn't see that, but
See if you can find the video, because it's so bonkers. It's Elon talking about how general AI, which is general artificial intelligence,
I know what that is. I watched your podcast.
For just so the people that maybe never heard this before, they think that eventually what's going on with like Chat GPT and all these things that can answer any question that you have at any given time. Like they can pass the bar better than 98% of the population. They could figure out complex math. Like Chat GPT does some wild shit by literally scanning the entire internet. The main concern is that right now this is just gathering information, but